After having lost some grounds in the Brazilian stills, Armel Le Cléac'h has caught up some wind. At noon, he was ahead of Alex Thomson by 165 miles.
Oh là 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 là. C'est incroyable.
Incredible. What suspense? What suspense? We'll figure things out after the Doldrums. It's pretty much the next delicate obstacle. The objective for me is to widen the gap in the next hours, the next days, get ahead as much as possible so to secure an advance, to approach the Doldrums more serenely, in my mind anyway. That's what's going to set the tone to the rest of the race. According to the gaps, the strategies will be radically different. In third position, Jérémie Beyou is untiringly gaining on the leaders. He's only 513 miles away of Alex Thomson. It's a nice progression. I'm mostly glad to have looked ahead, not to have said to myself, it's over, they're 1,000 miles ahead, and it won't change anything. You always got to look ahead. Things are a little harder for Jean-Pierre Dick, who's threatened more and more every day by the ELIES Le Cam tandem. YANN ELIES is now only 43 miles away from Jean-Pierre Dick. So now, we're going to go along in cooler conditions, so to speak, because we're still going to be sailing to windward in close speeds for the next days with a very rough sea. So we're not home free yet, but at least we can close the South Sea case, even if there are still a few albatross behind me. On the next video, I hope I'll be in my underwear or wearing a bathing suit and covered with sun cream. In 7th position, Louis Burton will be the next to cross the Cape Horn tomorrow morning, a very first for him. I got an email from the Chilean authorities asking me to be careful because this is the most dangerous place on the planet. So that makes it even more exciting, and at the same time it's scary to cross this area. Maybe I blew it out of proportion in my mind, but yes, I have to admit I'm a little scared. In the Pacific South, a very virile Pacific, several skippers had to do with heavy technical problems. Rigging damages for Conrad Coleman, who was able to secure his J1 stay in a raging sea with near 60 knots gusts. Alan Rura had to change his starboard rudder that had been cut by an unidentified floating object and seal off a water ingress. Both competitors are back in the race, but at the price of a considerable physical effort. And finally, Enda Okoinin, who after dismasting is struggling to reach Dunedin Harbour in New Zealand. He's going to have to put up with another windstorm. Most definitely, the Great South doesn't spare anyone.